sort of stumbled on Rosemary's Baby, and I hadn't watched it probably since I was about 16. And I just thought it was such a strange movie. And I actually really randomly watched Barry Lyndon right after, and I thought they both sort of dealt with the same thing, which was a very sort of naive and almost saccharine kind of femininity, and how it eventually gets defiled. And I thought that was a very inspiring journey, I think, for me. What was interesting was that it was almost the idea that something could be so polished and so sophisticated that it became a little bit sinister. And I think that was something that I thought was really very arresting.
Really a superlative show for Joseph. You know, the polish, the poise, and the sophistication for such a young man, and the ability to bring an elegance with an edge.
I've seen it go from a little tea stand to a little rolling rack to a really full-on big collection. And I just think that what I love most about Joseph is he's in New York, and it always feels like you're watching a Paris show. So it has that sort of elegance, but it's still very, you know, American, but it's global.
We did a lot of things which we had never done previously. You know, we worked with leather in a completely different way in those, you know, with those lattice cages. We worked with, we developed fabrics which we had never developed before, like those striped sort of Moroccan blankets. But we also worked with a lot of finishes and embroideries with those pearls and, you know, that faggoting and the sort of embroidered lingerie hems. And there were a lot of very small details which I think sort of add to the richness of things that are quite simple in their shape.
His light of hand, and yet his rigor with the ability to create structure through the beautiful seaming details, but always keep it as light as can be. A suede shirt with just the most gorgeous pencil skirt. I loved all of that. Lattice, suede, and all the beautiful leather pieces that had such an artisanal quality to them. Harkening a little bit to that 70s feeling that we're seeing in New York right now, but thoroughly modern without getting lost in the vintage bin.
We actually played with print a lot. I think we played with the idea of things mixing in a very narrative way. So it sort of moves from, you know, the gingham into the stripes, into the flowers. There's sort of like a rhythm and a narrative. I think you sort of feel it flow through you a little bit, which sounds really weird, but I think it's a very natural process, an organic process, and you hope that it sort of gels in the end.
It's so elegant without being leady, you know? So he's just so talented. He's still young. He's in every season. He has another kind of thought process and design process. He's incredibly creative. His team is good. His business setup is great. I'm just so excited for him. His future's really bright.
course, those gorgeous peasant gypsy-inspired dresses at the end, which is tipped with beautiful seed pearls. So elegant. And when the girls walked past, you could see just the slightest of a lingerie detail. Faggoting that was bringing all of that beautiful fabric together. A simple, delicate little bow, almost as if the model had tied it herself behind a strap and on the back. The models were beautiful, the hair was pretty, they looked gorgeous. It's so nice to see pretty on a runway. There's no shame in pretty, and certainly Joseph understands that. And he delivered a beautiful show this evening.
Yes, it has been a big year. It's been a great year, a really great year, and I've been, very fortunate, and I feel very lucky and really happy.